Free 'em all. Here's up ass from the fist clench, y'all. Let's do this. Let's get locked and load for another episode of Free 'em all Radio here, live, lyrical, intellectual radio. We coming a little late, y'all, but quality time. My way is quantity time. So if y'all can, man, those who've stepped out the room for a minute, take a pause for the calls, holler out those front windows and let them know. Once again, it's on. You know what I'm saying? 929-477-3785. And also 708-223-8953. Weekly program of the Black Panther Party Clubs, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., Robert Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. Locked and loaded. Let's make history. Let's take history. Let's tape history, y'all. That's what it is, y'all. All right, let's get it. Let's get right into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're moving and grooving. We're going to go to some general topics today, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't think our co-host is going to be on with us tonight. I understand condolences to her and her family. I think they got a funeral coming up in a couple of days. In fact, this brother, he's a famed rodeo rider or something. Okay, not something, but a famed rodeo rider. Give me a minute to pull up his name, y'all. He shot Houston. I think he was murdered in Texas, Utah. So I'll pull it up in the meantime, between time. But let's get right into it. It's a whole bunch of things happening. What do we say? Okay, because in your live video. I don't know who that is. Let me know who that is if I bring you in the live. I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah. A lot of people say they go, let me know if you get any callers in queue. Because I get calls all during the week. Man, I want to talk about this. This is going on in the 929-477-3785. Press 1, y'all. Let's get straight to it. I know a lot of us have not, including myself, have not come down from the phenomenal Chairman Fred Streets party again, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfucker said don't be the dead horse with that. We're going to keep a live Panther going, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that was Chairman Fred Hampton's 74th birthday. Next year's he's going to be 75 years old. He's still moving and grooving. It was phenomenal. Clinch fist salute to all those, you know what I'm saying? And everything is political, man. You know, a lot of times you see the end result, you don't know the struggles that go on. Just, you know what I'm saying, or to do something on our own terms, y'all. Hey, man, dig. Self-determination is a hell of a thing. Self-determination is a hell of a thing, man. And once you taste it, you don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? The event was, the Chairman Fred birthday celebration street party was phenomenal. But let the record reflect. Had there been some things that come through or so like that's been up to par as it was, we'd rather have that as opposed to quote unquote well put together event that's the state provided. In other words, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had a sense. It's better to be quote unquote misgoverned by yourself or your own entity as opposed to what you see is correctly governed by a foreign entity. I know what a lot of cats' heads. And I'm constantly reminded how many people are not, have no frame of reference of self-determination. They have never tasted, they have no frame of reference. You know what I'm saying? None. When you know what I'm saying, you hear about the war stories of an organization standing up on its own terms, not 10 toes down with Panther paws on the ground, getting up 6 in the morning, providing free breakfast for, for children, and not because some government study came out and said it on their own terms. When you know about cats such as Deputy Minister of Health Ronald Doc Satchel, not because the CDC sanctioned them, but they're saying the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? When you know about these forces, man, armed with a politic that, man, bred self-determination. The aura of it, the way they walk, the way you talk, and you come around the Black Panther Party, cause I'm saying it's all humbleness. Even as Malcolm X said, even my mistakes belong to us. It's a whole different feeling, man. All right, y'all get locked and loaded. Y'all come on with it. 929-477-3785. Let's make history. Let's take history. Let's take history, y'all. That's what it is. Y'all feel free to call in, cub in with us. Let us know we here. You dig? I see y'all tapping in with us. Y'all saying, let them know they can tap in over here on the StreamYard. The Chairman, subscribe, Chairman Fred Jr. You dig? Also, they can go on Facebook. Let's get some formalities out the way. We're going to do some paperwork problems on a few things, though. We're going to work it out, though, in the meantime. Between time, y'all still make y'all come on through support. The work at the Hampton House, man. y'all, those who got to see that phenomenal, that Panther blue grass with that black cub right there in the front. You dig? They talk about when they play football. Are they gonna play on the grass? They gonna play on AstroTurf? And you say, well, it doesn't make a big difference. And they said home court advantage, and some football players prefer that turf. That feeling of that, saying that man, that Panther blue, man. You know what I'm saying? That black cub. Hey man, it sticks in the minds and hearts of our people, man. Y'all forgive me, man. Y'all forgive me. I'm drinking out. I don't like doing no commercials for no other entities, man. But get this coffee though. Do we got any calls in queue so we can kick this over? We got a lot. We got a lot to discuss, a lot to touch on, a lot to build on. You know what I'm saying? Any calls in queue?
Come on, Brother Jim. No calls in queue. Callers, if you'd like to come into queue, please press 1.
I dare not. Free them all, Conrad. I dare not negate. I dare not negate.
Free them all, Brother Jim.
Free them all. Call in queue.
Okay. All right. We have a caller. Caller 667. Free them all.
Welcome to Freedom All Radio.
Hello.
Welcome to Freedom All Radio. Yes, indeed.
Good evening. Good evening, Brother Hampton. Good evening, brother.
Good evening. Good evening to you as well.
I'm calling because I'm currently in Baltimore City right now, and the brother Tommy Smith that ran track down Mexico, that won first place.
Mm-hmm.
He came to my city. He's in Baltimore now, and he does a book event. I come up there all snazzy, bro. Got my dreads all twisted, suit and tie on, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Security stops me at the door. They have a picture of me. And what they are saying is that I had problems with the author. Now, me and you, I know that I don't have no brother in their right mind has problem with Dr. Tommy Smith. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a Caucasian CEO that runs that branch of the library. And she's disconnecting brothers that are authors like me that's coming there trying to network with people and making it seem like it's something completely different. And it's a shame, man. That's what's going on currently right now in Baltimore City.
Baltimore, we reference it on many occasions as Tubman City because that was a major port, a major, major thoroughfare for Lady Harriet Tubman. And it's been a while since I've been there. In fact, I was just before you tapped in, I was about to mention the phenomenal move we just did in Philadelphia. Usually when I hit the East Coast, Philadelphia, New York, anywhere, I usually tend to make my rounds. We're gonna follow. Sound is choppy. You know what? It might be me because somebody on Facebook, I might gotta update something. I think they messed. Okay, yeah. Facebook is okay. Stephen Lynn said his is choppy. Is it choppy for someone else on Facebook? On Facebook, let me know if it's choppy for you. Can you hear me clear, or is it choppy? And if so, I might want.
I can hear you. I can hear you clear.
Are you on Facebook though? Can you hear me? Are you on Facebook?
I'm on Instagram. I'm using the Instagram app.
You're on Instagram, okay? Let me somebody on Facebook let me know if they can hear me all right. Cause last week I heard it was kind of choppy. So let me know if it's Stephen.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's difficult on Facebook, y'all come on over to YouTube and Chairman Fred Jr. on YouTube and tap in with us. Question at hand.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, it's choppy on Facebook. Okay, yeah. Okay, when I get back, I need somebody to help me update this or whatever. So if y'all can, those on Facebook, if they can, tap into Instagram or also on YouTube at Chairman Fred Jr. Chairman Fred Jr. on YouTube if you can. Right on, y'all come on over to YouTube, and we're gonna make sure I try update this app or whatever. Yeah, no doubt. If you want to comrade say we go through the problems on the Fed book. So those, yeah, okay, sis. Come over if you can. If y'all, you can. You the third person. Okay, y'all can't come over to YouTube. To go on YouTube and type in Chairman Fred Jr. And we gonna try to do this Facebook thing later on. Y'all, okay? We getting back to back. Okay, it is Facebook. It's not you, Stephen Lee. Okay, it's not you. It's Facebook. Yeah. So I'm gonna y'all come on over here with us on YouTube or Instagram. The comment in regards to okay, now let me just for clarity again. You say you Tommy Smith who say he was doing the book he authored was right on, sis, right on. He he
Victory stand.
say it again.
The book he's doing now is Victory Stand.
Victory stands, and victory stand. Okay, that's a little background information.
Yes, sir.
Background information on top. It was Tommy Smith and Walter Carlos with who raised the clenched fist in New Mexico, 1968 at the Olympics. And I forgot the other brothers who didn't even go to the Olympics. A couple more brothers, I think they from San Francisco State, they didn't even go to the Olympics. Just give you a little background we dealing with, and then and after the George Foreman went into the fight, he waved the American flag. I think the following day. So that's what just give a little context. Now you were saying that at the book, so it wasn't Tommy Smith. It was you said the CEO of the library in Baltimore that said what that had an issue with you coming in because what?
Tommy Smith, he's actually coming tonight. He's there tonight doing a writers or authors event.
Okay.
And I came to show face because too many people don't come to Baltimore, things like that.
Mm-hmm. And what was okay? What was the issue? You say that you couldn't get in, or you anticipate you can't get in? What's the issue?
I could not get in because of the CEO. I forgot this lady name, but there's a Caucasian CEO.
Mm-hmm. Just like okay.
And she doesn't want brothers that's into books and things going there and networking with people.
What auspices?
She's not allowing photos.
Which front is she saying that you and others are not allowed to come into the curiosity? What is she saying that you can't? I mean, it feels the capacity, your feet. What is she saying? The reason that you got just out of curiosity.
Her excuse was that had problems with her excuse. The CEO excuse was that I had problems with the author, Mr. Tommy Smith.
That you did or she did?
She did. No. She had told the security that was the reason.
Wow.
To validate me not being allowed in. While
the white CEO of the library, let me show this correctly, said that you and it was you and others or just you not be allowed to come into the book signing because she had some issues with
just me.
And she said because she had issues with the author, Tommy.
She's claiming I had issues.
Oh, that you had issues.
She claimed I had issues.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. Is there some way that you know what I'm saying? Someone could get you before he gets there for the event. You know what I'm saying? Contact them, let them know what's going on. Do you think that's possible?
I can hit his email, but that's the best I can do, and I know he's probably going to be busy during the time.
Yeah, I recommend that. I mean, because a lot of times, we would be, we wait like when different venues happen, whether it be authors of books or even artists concerts. We real big about right there to talk, because talk to people directly, because I know a lot, so a lot of times it be managers or handle, or people, venue sponsors, and cut off a lot of the connection to the community. So a lot of times we be right there to touch down, or with, with who's ever coming in, to speak to them directly, because a lot of times they put these people between and they can stop. So I don't know if you want, you want to go that route. That's how we usually operate. So that's how. But I recommend you might want to go to the email route. But a lot of times we be right there. I can't count how many concerts, how many book signings. We had to talk to people directly. So the people who sponsor the venue try to stop tell us you can't talk to the person, so on and so forth. So that's what I recommend you do. I don't know if you say a few other brothers they stopping. If you can get them along with you, that'd be right. Ideal. But if not, Plan B, I guess, will be email. Worst case scenario, it may lay out a resume, a track record of different venues he's been stopping to. They've been hindering the support because even similar to any other venue, like they talk about in the movie theaters, when they go back and check the counts for how many, with the support for black movies. They say the money is low, but they have all type of scams where you go pay to see one movie and they divert the movie to the ticket sales to a white venue. So that's all everything. These are all type of different dynamics you have to take into account.
Right.
So that's a couple of options I would suggest that you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right on. Thank you for calling. Right on. We live and direct on Freedom on Radio. And again, if you the book Victory Stand, those not for me. And put that in, let's open the door with this discussion. The climate and even how athletes, the stance that athletes, entertainers were taking, and it was not out of just out of a vacuum. It was a climate during the Black Power movement of the '60s that upped the ante, where everyone had to play some role with the struggle, and it wasn't that and people weren't fighting for entertainers, athletes, for them to get a position. Athletes had honored, entertainers were honored to say, how can I support what's going on in the streets? That's how movements, it comes from a groundswell. And you may have seen the pictures with the two brothers, the one with the leather glove on the fist, with the clenched fist. And this is and also, you should take into account the after effect also that went down, that, with Walter Carlos, Tommy Smith, and others. That, I forgot, his marriage was impacted heavily. I think, if I'm correct, divorce, the jobs, all this. These are things that come into context with struggle. So a lot of people have a reactionary assessment of struggle, like, well, we just don't get up and fight. And when people say stuff like that, that tells me their naivety, or or their agenda, because this is, these are a lot of people talk like they're good organizers under uncontested conditions. In other words, they talk about that we got, even whether we doing an event or organizing, like there's no counterinsurgency. And I say counterinsurgency, not just a physical attack, not just a military attack, not just a locking you up, not just I'm talking about your relationship, I'm talking about your jobs, I'm talking about your mental health, the attacks. And people say like even during the venue, people say, well, this artist come to this event. I don't know if y'all just seen, some people just be getting hip to it. The FBI files on Aretha Franklin, how they surveillance Aretha Franklin, you know what I'm saying? And this was not due to her, this is no slight, that sounds sacrilegious. This wasn't due to her relationship with the church. This wasn't due to her, being a phenomenal singer. Any points of unity with the struggle. This is when you see, the heat that comes down. And a lot of people are not familiar with this, and they have no frame of reference. So you have to look at the Chairman Fred Streets Party, you know what I'm saying? And you look at under attack what we were able to do, you know what I'm saying? And people say, well, this group does this, and they have this, Black Lives Matter have this, and you know what I'm saying? You're taking, you know what I'm saying? The Black Panther Party, when people just, say such reactionary assessments, what is the difference? That even ask that question. Even certain artists I put in the context, and this is no slight. People say stuff like, who you think was the best rapper, Tupac, or, man, whoever it be. You talking about a force that in Atlanta pulled up and defended some cats when the police was attacking who he didn't know from a can of paint. You talking about a cat who come from the lineage of the Black Panther Party. You talking about a cat that addressed, who up the ante. You talking about a cat who didn't see the world through a subjective bubble, who talked about Brenda's got a baby and broke down how it impacts the whole community. You talking about a cat, you know what I'm saying, that could, you know what I'm saying, that used to come home as a child and the feds was around his home. You feel what I'm saying? So this is a whole different, and this not no bragging rights or ego tripping, but to put it in context what you're dealing with. You feel what I'm saying? This is imperative that, you know what I'm saying, when you talk about, you know, what certain, well, my uncle, they have a free breakfast program too. You to even dare to put that in the context of the Black Panther Party, where the federal government was putting out you know, all type of. We on the air. We on the air. Fremont Radio on the air right now. Fremont. Okay, I lost my volume. I know probably y'all. Let me start this back again because I probably lost the volume. Start this back again. Wow. I just seen this brother on Instagram, Lamont Rucker. I couldn't think of his name the other day. This actor, Lamont Rucker, had a phenomenal discussion with him some years back. Lamont Rucker. Yeah. Right on. Stephen Lynn from Monroe, Louisiana. Show you right. We back on Instagram, y'all. All right. You're moving and grooving, y'all. Let Instagram people get back in with us. Let me know if the volume is back with y'all. We're back on the volume. Is the volume good? We choppy on Facebook, so y'all might want to come on over to YouTube Live. Any more? Any questions? Okay. Oh, okay. Mother Carmen saying in his biography, Silent Gesture, published about 30 years later, Smith revised his statement that the gesture was not this is important to note for the book, that he revised his statement that this gesture was not a Black Power salute per se, but rather a human rights salute. The demonstration is regarded as one of the most overtly political statements in the history of the modern Olympics. And it's the deal is, it was a climate during the Black Power movement of the '60s that said, that it was cool or chic, it impacted relationships, that relate to the struggle. And the deal is similar to that of the ruling class, how many people engage in the counterinsurgency. We dare not flatter people to think that they can articulate or sum up. And I tell you, if you Chairman Fred knew who the Paper Panthers were, he knew who the Rally Panthers was. He knew who was who. In the street organizations, in groups, in fact, with the American Revolution, very contrary to what many historians have put out, the people relate to the narrative of Patrick Henry, give me liberty, give me death. This consensus is what Thomas Jefferson said, 1/3 was for, 1/3 was against it, 1/3 went your way the wind blew. Organizers must be regarded. Some cats can never relate or articulate, and that's why the ruling class grabs certain people to be spokespersons, or you'll say articulate what are the demands, what are we fighting for, and the deal is to set a climate, to you to have a certain amount of leeway, a certain amount of security space for the state be able to pick out those who know we're fighting for. A lot of cats, a lot of cats positions be like, fuck the police, fuck the people. They be reactionary. But the move just to set a climate and never set yourself up for disappointment. Because one characteristic of the petty bourgeoisie is they will say who's on. It can be wishy washy. You know what I'm saying? Whose interest? James Brown. By no means think when James Brown said I'm black and I'm proud, he was some advocate for the rights of African people. People could let the record reflect. Prior to that, he's with, he's with Nixon, Kissinger, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Put the whole thing, So the deal is the Vanguard Party has like some say the ruling class, the ruling class, they very clear, that the people, when you have the soldiers and Bob Hope going, these people can't assess what the deal is. We're going to push the imperialist agenda, or why we going over to Vietnam, going to Korea, so on and so forth. These forces. In fact, Bob Hope wanted to. So this is not something that just happened with within our community where these forces be people think they sold out. No. Bob Hope at one point tried to step back, so he didn't want to go even perform. Then some strange shootings happened outside his window. He said, you know what, I'm ready to go back and perform. You know what I'm saying? The climate, you know what I'm saying? And that's revolution as opposed to a war. Even in a war, you will get the impression that all these soldiers are over there, they're fighting for the country, so on and so forth. But the reality is, if you dare, that's why they don't let them ask a question. Like, oh man, I'm over here, man, paying for education. I want, you know what I'm saying, get a job, you know, so on and so forth. And that's the people look for this gift wrapped revolution or these perfect allies. When are we gonna all come together? Never. Chan, when everybody gonna be able to say? Never. Well, see, I'm gonna wait till black people, we gonna all come together. When you come up that utopia trip, we'll be waiting in the ghettos. Excuse me, scratch that. We will not be waiting. We're gonna be organized in the ghettos and the Pentagon. We're gonna continue to organize. Cause we know that they're gonna send some forces. Because the reality is, sometimes you have some National Guard niggas. You have some Navy SEAL motherfuckers. In other words, some cats who come in. You can look at, and then you got some forces, our core forces, committed to this here. In certain forces, you can go back and look. Okay, they must have been in a relationship this time, or they must have been, they must have gone through this. You know what I'm saying? The police must have kicked their ass at this particular time. Then you have those who are committed and consistent. Who you know what I'm saying? And that's the dynamic of structure. A lot of people say, well, I'll be speaking, and the young ladies always say, we're all leaders. I said, what type of abstract world is she on? You can, if you went to a basketball game and they told you we all are leaders on this basketball team, man, you gonna get up out of there so quick it's ridiculous. A basketball game. Philadelphia was up the hook, y'all. I want to commend these forces. The Peace Park in Philadelphia. It was phenomenal. Peace Park, it was phenomenal, you know. Brother Tommy's, Lavinia, and others, the work that was going on at Philadelphia, it was phenomenal, you know. You really had the Hampton House feel there, you know what I'm saying? You know, just the relationship to people, it was a real good feel. Y'all come on, call in with us, Club me at 929-477-3785. And see, the class contradiction in our community, like I intentionally noted, there were certain forces who didn't even go to the Olympics. Got these brothers' name. They didn't even go. It's we're not even going. And you have to put stuff in like even I tell people, like you hear about certain forces. There's others that the state will make sure don't let them know about these cats. So we have to up the ante on the ground so heavy that even the petty bourgeoisie and others, even whatever force of reaction, they forced to fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? Up the ante. That James Brown himself, you know what I'm saying? Up the ante. It's a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You've seen people, even I forgot that when Sammy Davis Jr. tried to come back and he tried to get an overnight black card and he was trying to do it real quick. It was due to a climate that forced certain dynamics. Where even the ruling class say, man, you got to fake the funk, man. You know what I'm saying? No sound on IG. Wow, damn, that's why I hate when that call mess up, man. No sound on Instagram. When the phone calls come in, can you hear me on Instagram? No, you can't hear me. Let me try this again. Damn. Can you hear me now on Instagram? Let me know if you can hear me on Instagram. Let me know if you can hear me on Instagram. Happy birthday, niece. I see you in the building. Can't hear me on Instagram? No. I'm going to click out and come back in.
Blog Talk Radio. Please hold. You are now in the
Okay, you back live for that?
Back in live, y'all. Back in live. Okay, we live. Y'all call in. Let us know y'all input. What y'all want to talk about? Where we at? You got the veal. I see you in the building. Make sure you right. Free them all. All these facts. 929-477-3785. Press 1 to be heard. Our next major event is October 15th. That's our next major event, Black Panther Party birthday. I got an echo in the background. We must set a tone. Well, even after the Chairman Fred Streets party, August 30th, you had the Maywood Fest, and you seen a different dynamic. You seen even people was telling us more and more black people came out. You know, they was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? The movie Judas and the Black Messiah, the Billie Holiday movie talked about the feds watching us on. We have to up the ante. You seen the climate in the '60s, where you seen the transformation from the devil disciples to the black disciples, the Black Stone Ranger, the Black Peace Stone Nation, the Vice Stores, the Free Medical Center. You know, someone says you on the phone. Okay, are you trying to tap in? Is it calling queue? Yeah, niece is choppy on this. I gotta get this Facebook. So if y'all can, come on to YouTube. Go to YouTube and Chairman Fred Jr. on YouTube. Chairman Fred Jr. Because his Facebook is choppy. You know, I hold my tongue. Fremont's comrade. Who is it?
Hey, Fremont.
Fremont.
Hey, brother comrade, this is Kwabena. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's happening, African? Fremont, what's happening? It's Kwabena. I'm sure, you know, man.
This, revolution.
Right on. You know, we talk, you know, you've been on a number of times with us, you know, not just on the radio, but in the field, you know, addressing these contradictions in regards to the music. So, and, you know, I'm using that term loosely. Also, we missed to mention this is a former Deputy Minister of Defense, Toronto Ojijaga's nephew. Kwabena also, also brought to my attention, y'all finally gained some headway in regards to this street sign of Malcolm X being named in Malcolm X honor in Gary, Indiana. Is that correct?
Man, yes indeed, brother. Y'all know, because we talked about it many times. You know, on December 4th, you know, when we speak during the chairman's celebration of his birth, and we talk about it, man. We've been struggling for 22 years to get a street named in honor of our dear brother Omar Wally Malcolm X. 22 years in Gary.
In Gary, Indiana.
Like 85 to 90% African.
People may say, what's the big deal about, you know, 22 years of fight to have a street named after Malcolm X? I mean, still people take it as a given, you know what I'm saying? You know, just was commenting someone yesterday, you know, he's like, man, did they have this is Hispanic Heritage Month, and some African youth were commenting to me about downtown Chicago, the May-Connell flags, you know what I'm saying, right, over the car hoods and the pride that the May-Connell community, you know what I'm saying. And one guy asked me, do they have a permit to go down there? I said, a permit? You have to move with a boldness, either by the people of the state, because a lot of times things are backed up by the state and you think it just happened. You know what I'm saying? 22, you would think it's a no-brainer about a street named after Malcolm X and Gary. So I would commend the consistency to get that happen, you know what I'm saying, and keep our guards up. You know, why is it, you know what I'm saying, and we keep on saying, well, these kids don't know about history. Let's start being upfront about the discussion And see, I heard somebody the other day, act like people talk like we're not a conquered people, like we're not a colonized people. Yeah, it's like we just don't know something. We just dress a certain way. We just say certain things in our songs. We just don't know certain things. That breaking process is real deal. It's real deal. Shorty say, man, and he say, man, we try to even.
And this is like you said.
Go ahead, my brother.
I'm saying, and it's just like you said, it's real deal, and this is an example of it. The fact that it took so long to make this happen in the city, to let you know that, and then how it finally got through was pretty much by default. And so, you know, these people didn't even have to make a commitment outright, but we got it. You know, the signs are in. We're just going to have this naming ceremony, you know, like African people do, a naming ceremony on, ironically, on the 15th of October. But, you know, that is what it is. You know, we can do a whole bunch of things, you know, but it's important too.
Yeah.
October 1:30 on the corner at 2500 Malcolm X Drive in Gary, Indiana. Malcolm X Drive, right on.
That's going to be on October 15th. And we can, just for those who listen in, you say, ironically, that's the birthday of the Black Panther Party. And the other is, as Minister UP said, the Black Panther Party was called themselves as the sons and daughters of Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we can tell that all the way in. That's all, you know, tell it in. You know?
Yes, indeed.
Right on.
Like you said, yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, man, also, brother, just wanted to share too, a couple other things, man. We the Nubian Leadership Circle, of which you are our keynote speaker at number 5. We're having number 6. It's coming up this Saturday early in the morning, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock our time. It's online. Check out www.nubianleadershipcircle.org to register, and this should be a good piece. When we talk about, you know, the issue we deal with the music, I'm part of the arts and culture cadre. There's a land and food cadre. There's international affairs cadre. There's 8 different cadres dealing with issues that affect our people, and one can come in and be a part of just one of them, but be a part, you know, and put in some work, because we got some work projects that are happening right now. And I just got off the phone with one dealing with our elevated arts and culture cadre, where we're creating a database of all the ratchet killer radio stations throughout the U.S. that program our children to hate themselves, or programs us to hate each other, call ourselves, drop N-bombs on ourselves, disrespect our women, and tell us to shoot and kill each other. We're creating a database of all those stations in the country. It shouldn't take us long to do that, but we got to do that work. And because, you know, there's about 2 or 3 of them in each major city in the U.S. So that's an example of one of the things that we're doing in our cadre, but there's a whole variety, a whole different type of things in terms of nation building. The theme is building a black nation through self-determination.
Self-determination, right on.
And that's this Saturday.
Right on.
It's this Saturday from 9 o'clock Eastern, so 8 o'clock our time here in Chi. And my brothers and sisters out in Cali, we got to get up at 6. And the guest speaker, I couldn't forget this. The guest speaker, brother, is Cynthia McKinney, man, so that's cool.
Yeah. Man, yes, indeed. Well, man, unfortunately, I'm going to be on the, I think they got me in Oakland, Santa Ana, California. Myself and Jacob Blake and other, I think, Saturday, the 24th.
Always moving.
Yeah, I got to get myself together, because I'll be hopping around so much. I'm going to be like them people in that commercial that do, we love y'all, Cincinnati. And the crowd go up and say, this ain't no damn Cincinnati, this Detroit. I said, let me start making sure I know where I'm at.
Hey, look, man, you know, man, right on for being out of there 21 years, man. Just think about how ironic that is. You know, your Barbara.
Yeah, it's like a birthday.
Being out 21 years.
Yeah.
And like I shared, I mean, have you stopped? Have you stopped since then, brother?
Hey, it's my therapy to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And for those who not familiar with what we're talking about, this past 14, me being on the streets 21 years, and I just, man, this is it's been like nonstop, man. You know, I just, you know, it's my therapy. You know, to keep moving and grooving, man. You know, I'm just on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm surprised I'm still here sometimes. You know, you riding on fumes, but there were times I think I was gonna come out of there live. I'm appreciative also to be able, to be able to serve. To be able to serve the people. You know what I'm saying? Just and I'm committed to never forget. We in constant reminded. We dealing with the water in Stateville. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with conditions. You know what I'm saying? These concentration camps throughout the country, throughout the world. The present conditions of Mumia Abu Jamal. You know what I'm saying? I'm reminded. And Field Marshal George Jackson said, "No man," I'm gonna paraphrase it. "No man, no woman leaves that place unaffected." And it's something. See, a lady on Facebook, she was trying to get me for a speaking engagement not too long ago, and she was real, not disrespect, like non-flippant, like real flippant. Not like, "Tell Fred, come on up. We all do the same thing." And so they asked about my security. "Oh, don't worry about the security. We got this group and that. And we had backed up. And she sent me a text the other day. She said, "I didn't know you were in jail, and you were in prison." And yeah. And this came from the picture that was posted, and that's one of the setbacks with this social media. People come in, it's an arrogance thing. This stuff just started, and she now she's open to a little more discussion. Like even we telling the other people about doing events. They no frame of reference. There's one sister with us. She came and she had got locked up. Let me know if y'all can still hear me on Instagram. If that loses, some people call in, it loses it. Can y'all let me know if y'all?
Okay, but brother, I do want to share, man. Hello?
Yeah, we here, comrade, we here.
Yeah, I do want to share, brother, that, man, we are so glad, brother, and so appreciative, man, of the work you've been doing even before you went in, and these past 21 years, brother. We love what you're doing, man. We love you. We love Mama Core. All y'all, who put in that work for the people, man. You one of the ones, man. So, peace and blessings, my brother, and we'll be in touch, man.
Peace and blessings, free man. I'm honored, man. I love you, man. Again. And I'm free them all. Mother Comrade Cool. I'm gonna speak for her on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm attempting to speak for her. To do. You know what I'm saying? To her duties, being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Just feel fortunate. I just I look at certain things to know about and to be able to. Certain attacks, sometimes I do wonder if ignorance is a bliss. So what if you didn't know this, But I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for the comrades. I'm thankful for even the struggle. Sometimes I get battle fatigue. I'm like, damn, I'm tired of back and forth. But it's it's under contested conditions. Yeah, straight up, I'll be like, damn. I'll be like, oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. I appreciate history. I appreciate history. I appreciate the present. I appreciate just seeing when things come together. I just appreciate self-determination. I'm telling you, that Philadelphia, I just came back from that Peace Park, and it was crazy. I seen some brothers and sisters who really reflected. They were so similar to brothers and sisters around the Hampton House and how they dealt with the people. And it's really something that you can't fake. You know what I'm saying? You can't. People want to read a book. It's how you deal with the people. And there's one brother. Sister kept on saying she wanted me to meet him, and she kept pushing for it. This is her husband. And this brother, man, we got there, and we talking, and just the event. They pulled the event off. The people, you can feel it. And we there, and this, like you watch. I come in the room, I'm studying. Seeing different ideologies. Then it's later. I'm talking later on, and his brother, he was talking about. I didn't know his parents was. He kind of said it to me. I guess he did say it. I missed it about the party, and you know what I'm saying. And she was. I remember talking. She said, "Y'all gotta link up. Y'all gotta link up." And sometimes you need that connect, because Because deal is, like I was having a discussion with someone earlier, I say, we can't go back. A lot of people have this is no slight. Let's not sound sacrilegious. People go back and reference the Quran or the Bible. There are certain things the revolutionary cannot go back and tell you. That Chairman Freire Street Party was more successful than a lot of people think. There's certain things I can't tell people about. There were people who were there who it was revolutionary. At least they were there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let the record reflect. I mean, you had the family of Emmett Till. You had the wife and son of Mr. Larry Hoover. You had Mr. Rico. You had politicians. You had trustees who maybe different the community, the people. You had Dorothy Holmes, who police had murdered her son, serving food. So it's one thing to say, well, okay, I knew this person was there, but in what capacity? In what capacity? And then back to Philadelphia, we're talking. And you can see like the energy is coming out, and I made reference of the NCCF. And before I can finish saying NCCF, his brother said National Committee to Combat Fascism, and I said, oh man, I said, brother, you own it. He said, yeah, man, my parents, and you could see him appreciating it. It was and this is not something I read about. This is something just in conversation. I was fortunate to be able to, before internet, social media, just conversations around Mother Comrade and part. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't we'll say, okay, February time, let's talk about Black History Month. Okay, now Roots is on. Now let's talk about this. The Black, election time. It's intertwined, and when I came back from Africa, I reanalyzed the house. I said, damn, these pictures been up here. And to have that, and then sometimes people try to make you feel guilty for having that, you know what I'm saying? But you paid a price for that. I remember one of my childhood friends coming home in the school on 55th and Wood. They gave him a book called Sambo. And my mother, going up to the school, this not her son, checking them teachers about this here. You know what I'm saying? And see, these stuff that you never know and that you know don't impact you. But however, also there are situations that we can never talk about that people do not understand. And that dynamic of hearing about an organization of Black people, it's not a case, a man ain't never had no frame of reference of that. And we have to understand that. But the impact it has on you. I was struggling up with some cars. Even the brother called me yesterday. He said, man, he got one of the Hampton House hounds, the puppies. He said, man, you ain't tell me I got one of the crazy ones. I said, shit, I see you ain't seen the rest of these motherfuckers. I see all of them. I said, these damn fools. And I was talking about the impact of them. I said, with period, and his puppies, what got to happen, so I said, I made sure that they seen the father, you know what I'm saying, his puppies coming out. And again, it's gonna be a lot of casualties, man. In this war, we have experienced a lot of casualties, man. And you go back and look, what triggers certain things, and that conversation with that brother, I'm telling you, he said, and I remember this conversation. I remember going on an event one time, and his sister was telling him about she was in the Black Panther Party. And just her conversation, I automatically, I said, sister, you was in NCCF, correct? She said, wow, how you know that? There are certain blanket assessments that people might get away with a one rounder, say, oh yeah, the Black Panther, this and that. I was in the Black Panther Party, so on and so forth. Because again, a lot of people are Black when it's beneficial, Panthers when it's profitable, Cubs when it's comfortable. But that dynamic of contested conditions to see it appreciated, you know what I'm saying? And I seen it. Even the brother didn't know it. The way that they deal with the people there, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you have to hold it down, because like in the movie Planet of the Apes, the orangutan told the chimpanzee, he said, hey, be cool. Humans don't like no small monkeys, man. It's not by coincidence that you don't hear about, our people and our struggle in the schools, on the media. I heard something on the radio today. I said, damn, they talking about Claudette Colvin. And they said she never was giving her due. And I said, and I remember battling people with the class arrogance. And this is no slight. People telling me that Rosa Parks was the first one to sit on this and refused to give up her seat. I said, no, no, no. And then they come with this arrogant, what's the books that I told on the movie set, Judas and Black Messiah, they was telling me certain information I knew. And this kind of goes, I said, this white author who had his own mouth said he had seen Chairman Fred speak in a crowd one time. And I'm listening, and people referencing this. I said, I don't care if you go find a Quran or a Bible and tell me that. I read the dialectical materials. I study this to the good, the bad, and the ugly. And see, in certain conditions we go through, we can make, okay, we can see this, we can make outcomes of what happened before. Certain things you say, I can't believe that, you know what I'm saying? The agent of Vakatur. Some lady called for an interview with Mother Comrade the other day, and I said, well, let me talk to you first, because I like to kind of cut the fat from the meat, see who's going to barbecue on meal to. Before the movie Judas and Black Messiah, I remember we first pulled Mother Comrade on the set, he's like, oh man, Chairman, thank you. Because I sympathize with forces, the battle fatigue of constantly people trying to gaslight you. Now, what time did you say you did this? You know, you in the police show, they ask you over and over, because it's really not a question. It's an attempt to get their agenda in. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the script is written and the cast is written. You're supposed to jump in the Woody Allen role, regardless of what they say. And you say, no, that's not how this go. I told somebody that I say, it's certain people, Mother Comrade tells us what happened December the 4th, and there's some people that still cannot relate to the fact that she covered down over Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton. It can't perceive. It's like certain things that's why I say I go on my way to study people, because a lot of times people, even from the progressive side, organizers, they can't understand some people. You know what I'm saying? Their lack of commitment to the struggle, to the people. You know, some people have never had no frame of reference. They never had nothing. I mean, this individual that was in our organization. I remember this. I mean, he was so callous. He is so callous. You know what I'm saying? To this day. Before we exposed him, I remember asking him one time. I said, have you ever been involved in any, like a family or Boy Scouts, a gang, any group or anything? He said, no. No frame of reference of it. Nothing where his actions impacted others, well, he can see it, because the reality, they don't give you in the bubble, that's reality. No frame of reference. And then you start these individuals, you start, you confused, like, man, this person sold out. They have it's no frame of reference. You go through childhood. And that's the state. That's why that's what the background, where you come from, certain cities and I ain't set trip to the real deal. See, even the colonizers, when they kidnapped us from Africa, there were certain ones, they studied our bodies, and they were put in the cotton fields, some they were put in the tobacco fields, and so, you know what I'm saying? They divide certain ones to produce a particular sort of slave, you know what I'm saying, with the brawn, but you know what I'm saying, your conditions, what you've seen, your frame of reference, or you know, your images. So it give you certain images, and you know what I'm saying, the deal is not to tell you about these group of brothers and sisters 14 to 24 years old that shook this system up at his knees. And then we end up paying the price. The Vanguard, the organizers, we start talking about, we're going to do the Chairman Fred Street Party on our turn. What the fuck did he say? Did you get the permission from the police? You told me the police. Did you do this? It's no frame of reference. Go look at the images of the way that they talk, the way that they walk. Look, it's a certain dynamic that the state smells. Whoa. It's a different dynamic here, man. It's a different demeanor. And a lot of people are unable and incapable of distinguishing a rooster from a capon. If y'all don't know what that is, go back and check down south. I can do some background checks. Say, man, what's a capon? Some people that ask questions is at the Black Panther Party. And I tell people, be cool. Be cool. Well, Chairman, everybody don't know. If you out on the farm and you see some cats running around, they who is that? That's Farmer Joe. I'm who out the bam, got the blue jean overalls on, the straw hat. They talking big stuff about the farm, the straw hang out the mouth, you know what I'm saying, talking about the farm. And he asks you, what's the difference between the rooster and the capon? For you to ask as opposed to hold on, let me sit back. Not only who the question comes into who Farmer Joe is or is not, the next question comes in, who else is complicit with this shit? What type of animal farm is this? What type of animal farm is this? And you see everybody running around, hey, they're going to Uncle Farmer Joe, and you say, where am I at? This might not even be a farm. This is a Hollywood set. This is a front. All of them. That in the words of Jack Nicholson character in the movie A Few Good Men. The whole courtroom out of order. When you go to a rodeo, and you see this cat come with his gloves, his boots on, and he jump on, and he run around. That's the big cow. That's the big cowboy. And he can't tell you the difference between a bull and a steer. Then you running and telling them, hold fast. Hold fast. Hold fast. Because people's lives depending on this. Let me see. Well, man, maybe they know. He not just saying run around, it's something naive. This ain't no spring chicken. These are people don't say, and you say, wait a minute. They got him on TV saying that's Farmer Joe. They got them people on the ruler is backing them up. You say, oh man, this whole gig is rigged. And you come through the colonized community. And you would ask certain questions. Is that a Black Panther? Hold fast. For what, Chairman? Let's see. Not only the script writer, let's see the other participants in this flick. Be cool. Get your popcorn. And then you have to ask yourself questions. Who are the producers? The funders. What type of impact? Then you go back and say, what was this? What sort of rooster was this that they invested in so much to hijack the legacy of this rooster? Then you just look and say, damn, no wonder these motherfuckers walk past hens and shit like it ain't shit. The hens won't fucking work. Dialectical materialism. You look back at the boys and no wonder. The white folks had the steer all up on the thing. Oh, the big steer. Well, he got big horns. You said, but they feel comfortable around him. It's right in your face. Right in your face. Context clues. Context clues. We live in the Record Freedom Radio, making history, taking history, y'all. Y'all feel free to call in the club in with us at 929-477-3785 and press 1 to be in. Any calls in queue? So come ready, call us in queue. Did I lose y'all? Damn.
Free them all, Brother Chairman. No callers in queue. Callers, if you'd like to come in queue, please press 1. Free them all.
Free them all. So comrade, if you want to, I was accompanied by Sister Comrade. This Philadelphia move. I had said before, you feel, the grit of Philadelphia, and I was talking to Pam Africa before one time. It reminds me a lot of Chicago. In the peace part, we was there, and I was prior to me speaking, a situation occurred across the street. ladies that got into it. Myself, sister comrade, and others, comrade that we went to go deal with this contradiction, And I analyzed it. I watched, and it was like how it was like an invisible gate, like a garlic. They didn't feel comfortable, like bring the nonsense over there to the peace park. And deal is Minister European to our liberated territories. It's like the politics. It's beautiful, man. And the people, what I'm saying, man, can pick up on it, man. And it's like, again, I can draw so many correlations. I was sitting up. I was in front of the Hampton House late last night. And when you in it, sometimes I said, one of the mistakes about doing some stuff, you make it look easy, motherfuckers think it's easy. And I was just sitting there watching and flashbacking on years ago. From the Hampton. If y'all go back and look at old footage, Facebook Live, in the activities and the change and transformation, and people say, oh, that's really nice. Y'all cleaned up. And I say, man, you even yourself when you in, you can negate certain things of being in there. Someone happened one time, Conrad Cooler reminded me about, he said, there was no water, no heat there, no flushing toilets, no nothing, and stuff you take for granted. And not just no water, no heat, where another agenda was being pushed there. And I talked to some of the people who were, complicit with that. And they were acknowledging, saying, man, we appreciate the stance that you all took. You have to hold the line, even when it's not popular. Hold the line. We call it Cub confidence. Even if other people cannot relate, you have to study history, and it has to be more than just a gut feeling. That'll suffice for you. But the line, it allows others to relate. And when you come around other forces who have doubt, they can weaken the line. It's a movie, Apocalypto. And one of my favorite pieces, I'm going to have to watch this movie again. A hell of a piece, recommend y'all watch it. The guy had told the older guy, you must leave. He said, why? He said, why? He said, because you're a fear. You're a fear. It's contagious. Not for me, the individual, but other forces, And I remember someone in the Panther Party had told me, they were saying about when we got to the Hampton House, they were saying I was on some, what they called it, Custer's Last Stands. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah. They said, yeah. And I just really couldn't grasp the fact that the significant, understand that black cats can relate to the significance of the home in which Chairman Fred grew up in, so us being fortunate to be the tightest, save it and maintain it, and also to be able to part of history, ongoing history. I was fortunate to have some comrades who rolled, who held the line. Got a call from a brother today. He said, man, I teach at a school 2 blocks from the Hampton House. He said, I cried today when they said they know who Chairman Fred Hampton was. I said, man, I said, hold the line, brother. He said, we need you in next Wednesday. I said, I'll be there. We're doing a lot of damage control. I say, it's been a lot. I say, man, Lenin said it would take people 20 years to learn the ordinary times. They learned in 2 years of revolutionary times. When I heard him talk about Claudette Colvin today, I said, damn, that's interesting. And it's like a cleanse, it's like a floodgate. It can make up for, it not make up for, but you hit it and that impact. Because a lot of stuff that the ruling class has us regurgitating, it can't hold no weight. It makes no logical sense. It's like everything from a motherfucker riding around on a sled, red suit, dropping toys out of the chimney, to whoever works hard makes it. Once you come into contact with some logic, you see these politicians, you see the entertainers, you say, what they call philanthropists, and you start saying, no, these cats really not connected to the community. The ones that say you was gangsters, the ones that say you was caring about us, or the organizations they give you. Once you get it's like it ain't no tug of war. You say, I can see that. It's like certain people that can say, no, I can't see that. Certain things that I can see, I can see this been the jam, the scam all through the script. You should go back and check. You never seen this under contested conditions. Hold the line. Any callers in queue?
Brother, callers in queue. Callers, if you'd like to come into queue, please press 1.
Bring them all now, 294-777-3785. Press 1. Press 1. Excuse me. I had the coffee. Now we're looking on time. Okay, down 15 minutes. Let me know if any questions, y'all. Y'all on countdown. Anything I missed? October 15th, the birthday of the Black Panther Party coming up. What we got? This Saturday, Triple C's, we're gonna be tying into these sisters having an event. We're gonna tie into what they got going on. A grand opening, tying into that. I'll be speaking in Oakland, California at an event. The roads to concrete up there. Yeah, I think that's confirmed. I'm not sure. I gotta check and see if it's confirmed. What's to it? But again, y'all, just community refrigerators should be popping up everywhere. Not just community refrigerators, but on with a politic on how to serve the people. Seems so like, oh yeah, I do that. My uncle do the same. No, it's a certain way, a certain demeanor. How you relate to the people. The political knowledge put in the context of terms we use. You know what I'm saying? It produces a different. It might can suffice if you try something else. You might come close. Like they say, if you you fix your car, you ain't got no power steering fluid. You can use brake fluid or something. It might can work a whole fast. It can work for a minute. But ain't nothing like that real deal revolutionary politics. Nothing like it. All the facts. Please do. You want to tap in? Say, can we have a conversation about the music influences? We got 15 minutes. Give me any question in particular. Let us know. Do I bring you in? Or you want to type the question out? We on the countdown. Let me know. Let us know. You want to call in 929-477-3785 and press 1. Or type the question out. Or I'll bring you in on here. Let me know. Let us know. You'll come in. Okay, you do this. Okay. I think you got to send a request. And I press that. Now, I'm going to say this, all these facts. I ain't going to be fooling with you like I fooled with you on your show. Post came in at 6 o'clock and got this, and I ended up to about 3, 4 in the morning talking. Bring the invite in. Okay, here you go right here. Go live. Did I do it right? So you're right. Free them all. All these facts in the building, man. Free them all to come right.
We need them to understand.
Okay, hold on. Bear with us 1 minute. I got a question on Instagram Live just coming in too. So bear with us 1 minute.
How can we get some of these Chicago artists to fill in with that refrigerator?
How can we get some of these Chicago artists to fill in with the refrigerator? Man, one, that people pressure. Let's tie the conversation in. When they be at the clubs, throwing it out there. Let's be consistent with it. Let's brainstorm some events so we can get, get them a lot of times they have a fear factor, of doing something on our own terms. If the Chicago Public Schools called me, they'll jump out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? And like we had a call to come in early. A lot of them, they not just Chicago artists in general. They had a manager and handlers be blocking them for doing.
Friends I can call, we can always use my space.
I'm with it. Let a million flowers bloom. Let a million flowers bloom. I'm gonna say this too, bro. Let's do it, but also let's come in with the acknowledgement that some cats are not going, are not with it. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them ain't even allowed.
They're not allowed. That's what I'm saying, and that sends a message. When you come into dealing with people like that, not only they ride through their whole life like, well, maybe he didn't know. We got to come in through the door like, no, we clear. Some of you cats can, you know what I'm saying, and that's how we got to come in with this. You know what I'm saying? Up the ante. You know what I'm saying? So let's put out a call for all these the artists and say, man, we all let the coach come on, drop some of the refrigerator, and we know some cats ain't gonna do it, and all this they didn't know. They got to find out where the club is at. You know what I'm saying? So let's put
That dumb shit.
the real talk, and then do it in the way that we up the ante, not just with the artist, but even which radio station scared to mention it. You know what I'm saying? Why they can't mention it? You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear on that.
Hey.
Let's be clear on that.
I know somebody over there too who I can get under their skin.
Man, listen, we ain't cut no corners, man. We don't care. We don't care how good they sing, how you know what I'm saying, what they talk. We gonna hype nigga. Listen, man. I'm clear on a lot of these cats, man. I'm clear. We gonna hide. We gotta hide the contradictions. We gotta hide the contradictions, man. So let's do it. Let's put a call out. You know, we're gonna get a general meme. It gotta be a simple meme. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Artists, Chicago. Matter of fact, let's go. Chicago artists support the Hampton House Community Refrigerator. Ain't no. Well, I understand. I think Chairman Fred be talking too fast. I understand where was that. Point blank. Put a simple meme up there, and let's flood. You know what I'm saying? They can't post it, can't share none of that. So let's flood it. We get that done ASAP. Get that meme up there and tag each other with it and flow and watch who respond and who don't respond and how they respond.
Hey man.
And
all these platforms is yours.
Yes, sir.
You said it's gold.
Yes, sir.
So go.
This is my brother. Y'all make sure y'all follow all these facts on Instagram. This will play the old school up. Yeah. Oh man, listen. All them so you can Kanye Twitch you want I be prepared, get out. You be surprised. I'm telling you, throw up, man. Put the call out. People be surprised. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all them names. Let's get that meme. Put that meme together. Get all Chicago article called to support the Hampton House Community Refrigerator. Tag their page on Instagram.
Hey.
Yep. Let's do it.
I know one of my friends probably recording this, or I'll be able to go. I'll be able to do what I need to do to get it done.
Yeah.
But it's done.
So you're right.
All the facts.
All the facts. Love you, brother. Free them all. Let's do it. Let's flood them. Yep. It's done. Make history, take history, take history. So a lot of people want to have a big or a big long meeting. What about this? Man, basic shit. When the white folks tell them, hey, listen, we just had a situation, tell you, be down there, support it. They down there, we have to stop the violence march with them. They not asking no question. They down there, man, dressed up, man. All they want to know is, should I be crying? Should I have tears in my eyes? Should I call for, is a large support? That's, man, ready to roll. Stick and move. We had a call in queue.
Hey, Chairman.
Yes, sir, my brother.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had a question. I had a real quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
It's dealing with creative license. I know we had a wrap. I'm just talking about the controversy and the divide about this movie, The Woman King. And I shared with a group about how, with Judas and the Black Messiah, you and Mama Conrad, Sister Core, and maybe others were there consulting it right there.
Yes.
But and even with that, I'm sure there was some creative license that that was taken. So just your comments on that process and how and about this propaganda, no matter what it is, it's all propaganda. I want to hear your comments on that before
Well, okay? I'll hear the question. You take into
Well,
account.
I'm trying to make it clear, but just the fact about even with what y'all, you all being there, that creative license, because all these things have a message. All these movies, no matter what they are, there's a message that they want to relay.
Is no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And you all were there, so y'all had to be able to put a stop to
No doubt about
be
it.
involved in that piece, but in that particular movie, but
No doubt about it. And everything. Some people say it's just a movie. Ain't nothing just no movie. Ain't nothing just no movie. Ain't nothing just. Everything is political. Everything is political. Even if the person don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? That how you move, what scene, why you think they go overboard? Hold on, no. That scene has to come in first. Scratch that. That tone. The turning, the light has to hit his face this way. Her face comes in. She has to initiate the conversation. Go look at those, how many times they go through scripts, cut, stop, man, rewind this, come backwards. How this person don't look that way. Change your body language. It's a purpose to it. It's an intent. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. And it's so powerful. It can trump reality. It can redirect. You know what I'm saying? You can say you can dismiss all. You know what I'm saying? Like you take. I think I was reading someone that said the Smithsonian talking about how much the misinformation in regards to this movie, the Panther, the Judas and Black Messiah. There are certain. That's what we have the podcast where we address certain points. Well, saying this was altered a bit, but it's some frame of references to some the legitimate facts. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to say, okay, wait a minute. It's one thing to say, okay, this was the altered, so on and so forth, but to be able to to go back to some basic facts and look at certain things, and say, what's altered? You know what I'm saying? There are certain things you say, why would you go out your way? In fact, on the movie Judas and Black Messiah, it was said to me another time, damn, Chairman, this makes a better scene. The truth. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? We would say something, no, this actually happened. And you know what I'm saying? And they say, what you're saying they say it's better. I say, we get an opportunity. People be surprised in our communities. You get to the purpose, like even like the history of Hollywood. The wood that the magicians use, it comes from a particular tree called a holly tree, and it's the move is to trick you. You say why? It's like that's imperialism. Imperialism. They had a machine impregnating the pigs, actual pigs, the sows, and the guy say he explained to them if the pig was able to breed naturally, they can get more pigs. They can produce more baby piglets. And he said, why would they produce? Why they have this steel machine? You know what I'm saying? That you're not getting the quality of pigs, you're not getting the amount of pigs, and that imperialism. They'll say you're gonna be chasing air. You're gonna be chasing. You know, it can never connect to. You know, and this is a reality. So you go back and you believe in it. You say, wait a minute. It's no way possible making a connection. So you look and say, whose interest is it in to change what, you know what I'm saying? What agenda is going on at the time? What movies come? There was a warden named George the Teller. He was director of the prison, Illinois prison. Very Machiavellian. He could be likened to a Mayor Daley of the prisons. He was so Machiavellian. He would show movies right before he did certain attacks inside the prisons. He would show movies where no prisoners was not getting any showers. And we'd be like, damn, that's messed up. How they get them? And then he would take the showers. You know what I'm saying? Before they executed someone in the prison, he would flood the porno movies. You know what I'm saying? This is very Machiavellian. Very Machiavellian. The type of movies he showed. You know what I'm saying? When he showed them. It would show, you know what I'm saying? When he smelled organizing going on, he would show people betraying, like informers betraying each other. So you come out with I don't trust no niggas. A professional NBA player said once, in college, the movies that they show them are all movies showing black women in a bad light. So you think these athletes on their own come out there and say, man, I'm looking. Then you combine it, because it doesn't operate by itself. It's propaganda. So all of a sudden now, you go to the college campus, all of a sudden you've surrounded the young white ladies, you know what I'm saying? And you think it's the decision you made. It's the propaganda. They put them around, you know what I'm saying? And you just, oh, it's just a movie. It's certain things that you wouldn't even, that you couldn't sell in the real world. But this big screen, I know me and Ryan Cool and Daniel Kaluuya was first talking at the Hampton House. I said, let's be very careful now. The movie screen is so powerful, you will have motherfuckers saying, man, is Daniel, that really Chairman Fred's Jr., is that his father? Dismiss all logic. People say the movie said it. You know what I'm saying? Even your definition of beauty, all of that. The history in Nazi Germany. In Nazi Germany, Goebbels, who was the minister of propaganda, they set the stage. They was, you know what I'm saying, it was gas, and the people had mental health issues at first. The movies, the propaganda those were propaganda bombs. Jerry Springer was being interviewed by William Shatner. Jerry Springer said his grandmother told him the movies that Hitler, the Führer, Adolf Hitler, and Goebbels, minister of propaganda, they would make these jokes and comedy about them. She said, you always be careful what type of jokes we make about you, your people. It lightens the blow. These rap videos, listen, go back and, have you seen some of when you talk about this, Carpenter, the people who behind the videos, it dehumanizes you. Man, I'll make sure a question. Why do you think today the shooting in Little Village? Today's news. This is a rhetorical question. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm not gonna get an answer. I want y'all to check with me next week and give me the answer. Why, when the shooting of the police in Little Village, why they only show the picture of the gun?
Oh wow. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that, but yeah, but it is.
All they showed was the gun. All they showed was the gun. No composite sketch. No nothing.
Wow.
All they showed was the gun. And I guarantee you, with a mindset a majority of people went to, some nigga with dreadlocks. I guarantee you. I guarantee. Some white boy recently, I was surprised they put this white boy picture up there. He let the do Happy Days, the red hair. I said something. Why would they put it? That was an aberration. The images, the scenes. I'm telling you, I got to see the intestines of it. I was on a movie set. It was, man, 2 minutes of a movie set. It could be like hours. Cut. That person comes back. Watch his body language. We had some struggles one time about. I said, oh man, I said, no man, can't go like that, man. Comrade, she'll tell you. This one of the war stories. In the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. Initially, when Chairman Fred came into, and this is no slight, we can't look at it like it's all ill intent. There's some plan over there. Chairman Fred with the Young Patriots. When he walks into the scene with the Young Patriots, initially, the leadership, the Young Patriots, is up on a podium. It's a light behind him. And Chairman Fred's character looks up at him. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. You have to understand the mindset of the people. When I be in the community in the west side of Chicago, when the foreign merchants who own the stores, the Arab cats who be dealing with this, talking to little sisters that they cool and hip, they up on a podium. I said, no, come down. I'm not looking up at you talking to you. Come down. That impacts you. Why you think when the police station, your chair is wobbly? They ain't got no chairs, all the legs even. That's intentional. When the British, speaking of this motherfucker rip off all this Elizabeth, when her ancestors, when they met with Queen Nzinga, they bring in there, they ain't had no chair for her. So you got them criminals sitting back on their chairs. She ain't had to get no directive or nothing. Them soldiers got right on point. Bam! On all fours, gave her a human chair. Yeah. See, and you go back and look at all the movies, the commercials, I'm telling you, what they show you, all that. So back to the question at hand, what can you afford? That was certain things. Mother come and said, whoa, hold on. I said, no, Chairman Fred, he can take that cut. We wanted the Red Book to be in there, so we battled, so it got to be in there. So we came to some point of creative, that scene, one of my favorite scenes. My favorite scene. One of my, let me be very clear, one of my favorite scenes. This showed the stuff that I think that was needed, because sometimes I just take for granted. We think people understand revolutionaries. They human. They have relationships. A lot of people don't have no concept of that. The scene with Daniel Kaluuya and Dominique Fishback when they was portraying Chairman Fred Deborah Johnson, they're in the bed. Not their PE class. They in the bed. And he talking about Chairman Mao Zedong's long walk. See, revolution is a beautiful struggle. This is not no, okay, man, wait till February come. Intertwining our discussions, all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that was imperative. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that you can say, okay, you can embellish certain things, you can add on. It's like like they talking about now in the community. It's not no dope in the community. It's fentanyl. It's, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no, as opposed to I say, okay, put a little shake on it. It's fentanyl. It's fentanyl. Some of these movies they give you is straight up script. It's no. You're like, why would they make up why? It's an agenda to come with straight fentanyl. Okay, they put some color. You say, okay, man, maybe the drug shortage, gasoline in the hood, the community. They say you can put gasoline from white community and light it on fire. You say, why are they putting so much water in the gasoline? And you say, well, this ain't even no gas. It's an agenda. Long range. Tear up our cars, your cars will run. Oh, it's an agenda. When somebody come with a straight up, a blatant lie, you're like, man, wait a minute. There's no way you can tell me this is alcohol in this gas tank. There's no way possible you can tell me this movie is based on any credible. In fact, it's diametrically opposed. Like I told you, when you look at certain things on the Black Panther Party, you say, wait a minute, man. Somebody say they're doing a movie on the Crips. Talking about the Crips in 1988. And you see, you watching you say, man, what you watching a movie on the Crips? They come out, all these cats got on red. They clean shaven. You wait a minute. Wait. You said, well, maybe wardrobe didn't have enough money for you say, well, you said, no. No, it's an agenda to change history. You look at certain things, certain movies, you say, no, somebody invested money. They went to clash, to contend against the actual narrative. You be like, no, this ain't. You said, well, man, how you know the No. You said, no, I'm talking about basic stuff. You walk in a movie about the Muslim community. You say, wait a minute, what are they doing? Why is everybody these pork chops and stuff? Well, you know, man, you want to make a scene with some food. One scene, you said it's a contradiction. I brought to the attention on the set one day. I said, wait a minute, man. Why is the Panther Party only one smoking all these damn cigarettes? They said, damn. It never dawned on us, Chairman. The budget for cigarettes, I said, I'm not knocking the parties that they can't smoke cigarettes, but the feds, the young patriots, and you got a generation who ain't never seen nobody, you know what I'm saying, smoke cigarettes on TV. You keep that in context. See what I'm saying? You have a community of people who never seen, a lot of cats, when they seen the Judas and Black Messiah, young cat told me, say, hey man, I ain't never knew no structure like that. The Tram Fair Street Party. Them cats say, man, I didn't know no Indians existed. You had some real deal natives. I said, you damn, that wasn't no motherfucking Tonto, no long. Them real natives, man. Them real natives. You know what I'm saying? It's people who heard about Larry Hoover in this abstract way. That's his wife. You know what I'm saying? See, who is that? The police killed her son. That's Dorothy Holmes. Who was that? Herbert County Jail. Nicholas Sandra Greer. It's people it's actual tangible. You can connect to it. You're like, damn. This, you know what I'm saying? They give you stuff, the state give you stuff that you can never, just so hypothetically say, you say, man, we gonna give you some shit that it's impossible. That's why they give you your leadership. They give this big image of, they had these perfect families. And, man, that's that Brady Bunch shit. This guy named Mike, he had 3 kids. He met another lady. She had three daughters, all them same ages. They come, the maid, one, and it makes no logical sense, man. No logic. Say that happens hypothetically. You get there. We gonna be brothers. We the same age. They sell you this called gaslighting, man. Go look at the movie. Then you go, who behind this? Who playing fairy tale without reality, man? See, it's one thing, we can't afford too many fairy tales. You know what I'm saying? It's real deal. Killings going out there. You get these rappers come out there, yeah, man, blah. That's what you seeing the real deal reality. Like, man, this going down. And you want to send them this facade, these videos, everybody, they rolling and blah, blah. And them killings like, man, shit. I don't see it. I don't see it. I know. You know what I'm saying? So we got it. The deal is.
But I know you come with it, man. I know you come with it. And you know, I mean, I'm thinking about that, like that Nardo Wick video, and that dude, that white boy out of the western suburbs to make these videos.
Make the videos.
He made that video.
They'll take your video. They'll take them cat songs, man, and even if they don't mean no harm, man, I remember that Trick Daddy song. Damn, was that song? Trick Daddy, I love that song. America. Go look. Trick Daddy had this song, America. I'm watching the video. I'm saying, how is this shit about this army and these? You know what I'm saying? And I'm knowing this dude that told you he got 10 siblings, Miami, Florida, the hood. In the video, you leave with the whole thing like, oh man, the army, this lady husband. Visuals are important. Important. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, man, who the movie Judas and Black Messiah? How, which character? Man, it was so. They had shot one scene, and the guy who played James Gloves Davis. We come back to it, so we almost bumped. They shot the scene. We almost got in the whole same elevator. I'm like, whoa, Jack. I said, man, shit, I mean, can't be. We don't want you that close around me, and the imagery. I remember us struggling, like, no. To show that fact of a Negro, that was important. It wasn't, if you came and seen the Jews and Black people, you just seen all white police, you know what I'm saying? That might sell better people. Oh yeah, let's go. A lot of people say, I don't like the fact that they had the informant. Man, listen. We deal with the good, the bad, and ugly. And a lot of people want to be lied to. You know what I'm saying? This one dude told me in Stateville prison, the guards was beating us down so bad. He came there. I said, hey, my man, he came, he was new. I said, little brother, heads up, man. I got y'all working shifts. Them 2 doors down there, 7, 8. I said, got this shit working. He said, hey, man, I heard of you. You Black Panther, man. He said, I heard of you. He said, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what's happening. I said, what? He said, I don't even want to know. And that some people don't want, man, sometimes, and you might want, I'm cool. Sometimes you might want to watch a movie. Sometimes I'll be like, man, let me watch a bullshit movie. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear on that. When you start talking about, you say, man, we're talking about our organization, our history. Okay, all right, okay now. All right, now, okay, all right. What's up? Now, we also, you follow what I'm saying? If that's a different dynamic. Now, this, I ain't gonna knock nobody if you want to get an escape or relief. I don't tell people, man, you might say, man, you might go, man, I'm going on, watch a little comedy show. You can watch the Jerry Springer. Be clear, man. They got the applause button, the sign, you know what I'm saying? Be clear on all that. Don't come and quote no damn, oh man, Jeopardy, white people so smart. Man, you on that stage, I told the cat the other day, the dog whisperer. He was talking about, I said, listen, man, you can't compare that shit to nobody in the hood, man. They shoot them dogs. I said, listen, you know what they do to actors? You think they just be getting high on their own? They shoot them dogs up with so many motherfucking pills. Them dogs, listen, he's a great trainer. Man, listen. You better come, shit. I'm a great trainer. Man, listen. I don't know if you can see the scars on my arm, them came course scratches. Shh. Go to battle with real deal training with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They show you people, them dogs been so doped up and broken before they get there. Them dogs, man, listen. And you can watch it and recognize it for this. When you start quoting them like, oh yes, you gonna get yourself in the hell of it, because there's no way possible you gonna be the same situation. You know what I'm saying? Man, playing them Fido games. Fuck around, come across some Cujos on you know what I'm saying? And our movements. They give you these organizations, oh yes, and then you like, see how they stick together, they don't have no problems, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they get funded, people support them, they have the, you don't want, motherfucker don't know about no motherfucker hop, you know what I'm saying? Get a bomb motherfuckers out of jail. Yeah, the film gotta go to court tomorrow. See, I tell people, you watch that 48 hours. You like, man, everybody, you think they gonna show you the power motherfuckers is not telling? Cops, you think ain't nobody get away from no motherfuckers? That shit is on the edit. Cut that. They not gonna show you that. It's an agenda. It's everything. This the narrative to say, man, I don't give what the narrative is, and then you got to come back and quote it to you. Oh yeah, man, you know, the movie, man, you don't get that motherfucking man, Hollywood ass shit, man, shit. That Brady Bunch ass shit. You almost really believe that I'm gonna get my 3 sons. I'm gonna meet this lady. She got 3 daughters, and we gonna make please. Why you think they never even showed James Evans outside the house? They don't want us to get no image of us dealing with external factors. We have to deal with external factors. They'll show you them rappers. You get your jewelry on. You on a set. And they start to believe in that shit. Hanging out around motherfuckers, going through the hood. Man. And they can't even, they be looking like the deer. Cause them headlights hit them. Bam. And they looking around for the motherfucking directors and shit. It's like this dude, I'm gonna close out with this here. We youngsters, right? My man just passed too. I'll never forget this, man. We about 15, 16. This dude was a professional boxer. On TV and everything. So he come around the neighborhood, we sitting there, we chopping it up. He get into a rumble, he get into an argument with one of the guys. My man tell him, hey man, y'all gonna get out. When the brother on the street get down with him, he hit him. The brother who's a professional boxer, he was literally looking around for the referee. Literally. He couldn't even move. He was so used to being in a train. He looking for the lady to come out to round 2. He looking for the bell. He looking for the motherfucking. He could not function in the real world. The movies they give you, it cannot function in the real world. You know what I'm saying? It's on close. That's what's the Panther Party. So man, oh man, I don't like the fact they show William on it. We showing you because informers exist that you're gonna make you appreciate Chairman Fred more. Like, man, this dude done under contested condition. No, I want a nice picture. The revolutionary gets up, love scene. He met Deborah Johnson and they went off and hugged and it was a beautiful scene. Motherfuckers don't want to know about them and not even know how water in that apartment they stayed in. That's too much reality. Motherfuckers don't know about her being locked up 8.5 months pregnant. Too much reality. Motherfuckers don't want to know about if William O'Neill was the only motherfucking informant. Whoa, cut, stop. No, yeah, I know damn well. But the reality is, this is the reality. Shit, quote myself on that one. When the reality is, this is the reality. Closing up out of here, y'all. Y'all keep your heads up, eyes on the fist clench, y'all. Keep your heads up, eyes open, and fist clench. Another phenomenal episode, y'all. Religion and love and respect, y'all. Got more moves to make. We're going to continue to make history, take history, y'all. What's it called? Free them all. Sister Conrad, take us on out.
Muted.
You basically knowing my dog. You can support some of our programs. That's what you're saying? Why not? And we believe in programs like the Best of the Children program. You see what I'm saying? Right on, bro? We believe they're good things. As a focal point to organize their mothers and fathers. Peace. There's no